Welcome to this week's top tip. I'm Fiona Clark, the Zenergizer, and it's lovely to see you if you've not joined us before. So today we are going to talk about Jin Shin Jyutsu. Bit of a mouthful, but this is a 3,000-year-old Japanese technique which I've been using. I've actually been using this for many, many years actually, and I've taught it to a lot of people. A lot of my clients do this when they're in bed at night because it's great to finish off the day. It's great to come back into this place of just letting go and relaxing. So it's a method that we're going to use on each of the fingers on both hands. Now let's just talk about this a little bit. For those of you who know, we have 6 meridians that come off our fingers. So these are the energy pathways that come up and down the body. So we've got 6 coming off the fingers, we've got 4 off the toes, and 1 the kidney that comes off underneath the center of the foot. And then obviously we've got the central meridian, and we've also got governing. Now these are our channels of energy. Now if these become blocked, stagnant of chi, that is when we get pain, that's when we feel sick, that's when we feel stressed out. So what we're intending to do all the time is to make sure that our energy is flowing freely through our body, just like a beautiful stream. And that's what I want you to have that image of, okay? So it's very, very simple to do this. And this is why it's just such a great technique to use, but it's very powerful. Never underestimate the simplicity that can be incredibly powerful and effective, okay? So all we do is literally hold on lightly. You're not clenching like this. You're just holding lightly to each of the thumbs and the fingers. And you're waiting to feel the pulses going all the way along. And if you've never done this before, if you haven't done it for quite a while, it can actually take some time. It can take up to a couple of minutes. And if you've got any injuries or arthritis or stagnation, it could take longer. Okay, so what I tend to do, I do it 2 ways actually. Sometimes I will do the thumb and I'll go on the fingers and each of the hands, or I'll do the thumb and then I'll go to the other side and I'll do the thumb. Because remember, each finger is the same meridian and the same emotion connected. So let's just talk about the emotions. Thumbs represent worry. Index finger represents fear. Middle finger, anger. Ring finger, sadness. And the little finger is that finger that's representing the sort of like trying to do things. What are we trying to do? And then the point right in the middle of the palm, this is really our happy spot. Interestingly, to give you another bit of a tip here, when we put that finger right in the middle on a reflexology point of view, that's our solar plexus. That's why it feels good if you hold the palm of the hand back into center, back into that place of calm, inner peace, which is what we want. So you are literally going to just gently hold each of the thumbs and the fingers until you feel those pulses. While you're doing that, just take some nice deep breaths. You can just rest your hands on your lap. Breathe in for 4. Breathe out for 8, 10, always longer on the out breath. And just really notice and be aware of how does it feel when you are holding onto your finger or your thumb. Can you feel things starting to shift? And if you don't, just be patient. It may not be straight away. But this is such a beautiful technique to do. It is so effective. Now, let me give you a couple of stories because I've got a few. The first time I'd really realized the power of this was when I was working with a client of mine, and this is probably, 10, 15, no more than that, 15, 20 years ago, something like that. And I was a reflexologist, working as a reflexologist more then. And I was doing her feet, and she was saying to me that she had MS, and it was her fingers that were starting to lose their feeling and their strength. So I said to her, look, just hold your thumb. And she literally did. She did this for 10 minutes, okay? And she said after that 10 minutes, she had more feeling in her thumb than she'd had for 2 months after one session. So this really is powerful. Now, a couple of stories I can tell you. I remember I was taking my boys away and they were driving me nuts, you know, as they do when they're 11, 12, and you're going out, you've got the taxi was there, and I literally fell over the tree roots and I bent this middle finger right back. I had a ring on it at the time and I bent it right back. Didn't have time to do anything because the taxi was there, going to the airport, ran in the house, got some arnica, couldn't get the ring off because it started swelling, but I literally held this finger well, I just kept doing it. And I could just, first of all, I didn't feel anything for quite a long time. Then I could feel the pulses and then the swelling came down and the pain just dissipated. Absolutely brilliant. And another one I've done on my fingers. I'm a cyclist. Those of you who don't know that I actually get on my bike and off I go. And this one particular day I slipped because the roads were a little bit wet. And the only thing I hurt was this finger. I literally dislocated this finger and my ring sliced round and sliced it across here. Had to drive myself to hospital. I was like, oh my God, what have I done? 3 stitches in here and of course dislocated. I didn't go and get the physio done because I was like, oh, I can't be bothered with that. And at one point I had no feeling along the side of of that finger. It was completely numb. So again, for this, I used the Shin Jin Jytsu. And within a very short period of time, I started to have more feeling. It started to heal itself, even though it's a little bent. And the pain just disappeared. I mean, it is quite phenomenal when you do these things, how the body will heal itself. We just got to know how to connect with it, which is what these top tips are all about. Different things for you to understand how to heal yourself in different circumstances. So never underestimate the power of this. It is great to rebalance. So if you have got issues, even pain in your wrists, if you've got pain in your hands or fingers or anything, if you're typing away too much, if you're using your hands too much, a massage or whatever, reflexology, all these physical things that we do, if you feel that you've got pain around the wrist, this means that there's no energy coming to the ends of your fingers. So you are not connecting straight through to the meridian tips, okay? Because the meridians end at the end of the fingers, of course, right at the end of the fingers. So literally by holding these points, you are activating those energy channels again, and you're bringing the energy down, okay? Really, really important we do that. So make this a regular practice. Whatever you use, what I suggest you do, any of these tips, use them regularly. Okay, so commit to saying doing this one for 3 days or a week or whatever it is. Commit until you really feel those pulses. As I say, that client of mine, it took her 10 minutes before she actually felt something. So don't be impatient. Allow the body to bring itself to you, if you like, and to just activate. Because right at the beginning, it's like, what on earth are you doing? Why do I need to do this? But once you activate these healing points within your body, you will find it will just happen straight away. It'd be so much quicker the next time you do it. Okay? So please hit that red button underneath, the subscribe button, hit the little bell so you get notified when we have another top tip. And let me know how this feels for you. Are you noticing any difference? What's going on? Leave in the comment. And if you've got any questions, let me know as well. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.